Well, here in Ocala, we have a huge wave of festivals each year. And it's all really timed around the weather, but it's about community and it's just got a really great vibe here. Summers in Florida are hot, they're humid, they're sticky, they're uncomfortable. So you're going to see a lot of those time frames where it's like the hottest part of the year. That's when you're going to see a lot of indoor activities. But by the time fall rolls around again, everyone's ready to get out there and enjoy the cooler, more comfortable temperatures. October kind of marks the start of that really perfect Florida weather. It's kind of the sweet spot. It's warm, but not scorching. It's breezy, but it's not really cold yet. It's just absolutely perfect for outdoor events. So whether it's like a craft fair, a food fest, a music fest, a parade, there's all sorts of festivals that reflect Ocala's very welcoming spirit and love for the outdoors and just the simple joy of coming together and celebrating life in our gorgeous, charming Florida town. All right. So we have 25 different things and then a little extra, such as the downtown market. That's the Ocala Downtown Market is Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's this weekly market with fresh produce. It's got local arts and crafts. It's got food trucks, of course, live music. It's just this whole big old downtown party. That's throughout the year. And then, of course, we also have other things you can do throughout the year, like the Ocala Drive-In. That movie theater is awesome. I like it myself more so when it's like slightly chilly outside. But they have like the newest and best movies there, and you can watch your choice of 2 movies. So pick your screen. And they have some of the best food that I have had. Huge menu, massive menu. Another place to check out is the Riley Arts Center. It's a fantastic place to go for concerts and shows every week, if not daily. They have something going on. And since it's indoors, it doesn't really matter what the weather is like outside. You can enjoy it all year long. HITS is one of the first events I would say I would want to mention. It's mid-January to mid-March each year, and it starts around 8 a.m. daily. It is one of the top equestrian events in the entire country, and it's essentially show jumping, and it's got like top riders, and it's a big deal. Also, of course, Ocala Breeders' Sale. That's kind of throughout the year as well. They have different auctions like throughout the year. And even if you're not a horse person, going to an Ocala Breeder Sale event is awesome. They just finished the March ones, but they also have the spring 2-year-olds coming up. That's in April from the 15th to the 18th. And then they also have the one in June. That's the 2-year-olds. And they've got the Horses of Racing Age sale. That's going on. That's the one in June, and then the yearling sale is in October. So basically, there's lots of stuff going on with all of that. There's also, in January, I figured I'd do like January for the most part and go down. But on the 17th and 18th of 2026, there's actually going to be the Scottish Highlands Fair, which is for Central Florida. It's got like caber tossing. It's got a men's and women's division. There's tests of strength. And a really, really good food. Some bad food, too. I don't know. Some really cool music and a lot, and I mean a lot, of bagpipes. It's a lot of fun. There's the Grandview Invitational. That is a draft horse show that's held annually in February, normally, right around February, first week of February. So for 2026, since we've already passed the 2025 mark, you can look for that. It's going to be the 5th through the 7th. And it's over at the Ocala Horse Park. So that's the Grandview Invitational. And it shows some of the finest draft horses in the entire country. Somebody else do that. They're these just massive horses that are known for their strength. And of course, Clydesdale is definitely one of the most favorite horses with horse enthusiasts around the world. So there's lots of classes and competitions. They've got cart classes, 6-horse hitches, team driving events. There's just all sorts of stuff. And when you are in the arena and these horses are just massive and they're just running through and it's like gobs, it is insane. It is absolutely the coolest thing ever. Very captivating, absolutely awesome experience. So highly recommend that you check that out at least once. I mean, you just gotta, it's cool, with all the horse-drawn carriages, and they're just, yeah. But there's a lot of vendors and artisan goods and lots of food, of course. So it makes it a nice, fun outing, and you can kind of enjoy the horses and love on the horses, but not have to take care of the horses, which is my personal favorite thing to do. So, something else that you might want to consider doing is maybe going over year-round. You can go to the Discovery Science Center, which is a kids museum. It's right over by Tuscaloosa Park. Great place to visit. We also, right around now, like late February, early March, we have the Strawberry Festival. Now, we have the Florida Strawberry Festival, which is down in Plant City, which is massive, and it just goes on for weeks, and it's huge. It's like, I cannot even express to you. It basically takes over the entire city of Plant City. It has like livestock, fine arts, all these crafts, all these vendors, it's just a huge, massive thing. They have like over 600,000 people attend in this event. So it's huge. It's absolutely huge. Lots of contests and programs, a lot of entertainment, like, A-list entertainment there, live concerts, all sorts of stuff. So that's over at the Florida Strawberry Festival. Now, I have to highlight that because there's an Ocala Strawberry Festival, but I will get into that in a moment. Before that, I want to talk about the Ocklawaha. Yes, it's actually pronounced that way. It's the Ocklawaha River Raid Civil War reenactment. That is late February to early March. It has different times and different things that you can do throughout the time, but it's a detailed Civil War reenactment, and it's over at the Florida Horse Park as well. Floral City has a strawberry festival that's normally right early part of March. That's when the strawberries are here, basically. It's like the early part of March. But they have live music, they have crafts, they've got, this big family-friendly event. Then you can also do the Ocala polo matches. That's Sundays, and that goes from November to March. So it's normally right around 1 p.m., and it has these really exciting polo matches, it's really cool to see it live in person. And you could do like tailgating and socializing and stuff. It's pretty cool. Okay, so that just finished up for this year, but it'll be back again in November. Now, what about the Ocala Strawberry Festival? Well, let me tell you, it is a one-day event. It is massive. It is amazing. There's entertainment. There's vendors. They just had their biggest strawberry festival ever. It's over at the McPherson complex, the government complex, and it is huge, like absolutely huge. And it all is for a good cause because it goes to Habitat for Humanity. So, okay, there's over at the Silver Springs State Park. That also March-ish. That's going to have the Silver Springs Festival, and it's got exhibits and activities for the kids and all sorts of stuff. Okay, so the 11th annual Brick City Beer and Wine Festival is coming up. It's presented by the World Equestrian Center, but it's actually going to be held at Citizen Circle. I think I've got that right. Anyway, it's on April 19th. So if you want to go over to that, it is a really, really fun event. I mean, obviously, it's a beer and wine festival. Boomtown Days is happening April 12th, and that's going to be in downtown Denellen. It basically just takes over Denellen. There's a beauty pageant, there's a cowboy shootout, there's a kids zone, there's the whole thing. It's all this history reenactment. It's a lot of fun. Right now we have going on from March 14th to May 16th, every Friday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. over at Webb Field. There is the Levitt Amp Ocala Music Series, and they have a wide array of music. Every week it's a different style of music, and these are some really good singers that are from like all over the nation, maybe even all over the world. So it's pretty cool. They are going to be using Webb Field, which they use like for the Levitt Amp Ocala Music Series. They basically use underused spaces, and they provide free live music in order to bring people together and enjoy art and community and life. And it's really pretty cool. So that's happening again this year. We also have coming up Symphony Under the Stars. This is a one-day event on or around Mother's Day, and it's filled with food trucks. Of course, can you have an event in Ocala without food trucks? I think not. But it has live music and, of course, a massive fireworks display at the end of the night. This year it's going to be on May 11th, I believe, and it's at the Ocala Golf Course. Another event that's happening like basically that same weekend is Rock the Country. Huge difference. Rock the Country is going to feature Kid Rock and Nickelback as headliners. And the event is going to be taking place, I believe, on May 9th and 10th at the Florida Horse Park. And that includes other artists as well in the lineup, like Hank Williams Jr., Tracy Lawrence, and so many more. I cannot even name them all, or that would be the entire show. So there's just a whole goblet of stuff. Lots of stuff, cool stuff going on with that. Okay, so yeah, there's a bit of a hiatus in the summer. There's not all that much that goes on in the hottest part of the summer. But we do have Ocala Comic-Con coming up once we get into September. And it's being held at the World Equestrian Center. I went last year and it was really, really fun. I had a blast. I hung out with my daughter and my sister and it was great. So yeah, it's going to be there again. There's another thing that I would recommend going to is the Ocala Home and Garden Show. This happens twice a year, in the spring and in the fall. So it will be April 25th through the 27th, and then again, September 27th to 28th. And it's got all of these home improvement and gardening and decor things. Just basically anything and everything is going to be there. And it's all taking place inside the WEC. So go check out that event. That's a lot of fun. Oktoberfest is also happening at the World Equestrian Center. It's filled with German food, beer, live polka music, dancing, of course. It's actually a really, really popular event. So that is going on at the World Equestrian Center as well. And it's normally like on multiple weekends, late September into obviously October. And like I said, it's in Ocala Expo 1 at the WEC, the center one. Anyway, then we have Brown's Fall Festival and Maze, and I love the Maze. The Maze is so fun. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. You got to try it. That's obviously held in October. It's over on 301 in Oxford, which is kind of down by the Villages. It's only $15 per person. But another thing that I love doing at Brown's is the first Saturday of the month, they have this thing called Junk in the Trunk. It's so fun. It's free admission. You just go in there and it's basically a massive, and I do mean massive, garage sale, like huge. And it really is a garage sale. People just throw stuff in their trunk, drive down there, and there they go. There's also the Macintosh Festival. That's grown. It's huge. It has like 250 vendors and as many as 40,000 visitors come to that. It is really cool. It's got parades and home tours. Well, it used to. I don't know if it still does, but it has a lot of really cool arts and crafts, antiques, custom jewelry, of course, and homemade goodies. But it's very cool. It's got like this Victorian theme going on with it, and it's a lot of fun. The Friends of Macintosh 1890s Festival is basically the largest fundraiser of the year for a lot of the local organizations. So definitely help support some of those organizations and get on out there. You won't regret it. It's a really, really, really fun festival, especially if you like that Florida, history and stuff. So very, very cool. We have going over from Macintosh to Denellen, there's the Two Rivers Music Festival and Food Truck Rally. That's in mid-October. So it's mostly an evening type event. It's one day only. And it features several different local bands playing everything from rock and blues to country and folk, and I don't know. It's really cool. It's a lively atmosphere for the whole town, and it's perfect for dancing or just kind of kicking back, relaxing, enjoying some of the tunes. But there's different stages that are set up around the town and just right there in the streets, and it's pretty cool. A lot of food trucks and a lot of live music. So you will not regret going to that. You're also going to have lots of vendors and stuff, and these serve up a lot of, different arts and crafts and organizations, and I don't know, just lots of activities. It's very family friendly, but it does go into the night. So a lot of fun. And the food trucks are pretty awesome for that one, I have to say. Okay, we have Bark in the Park. Last year was canceled because there was like this little hurricane issue going on, but it's normally a Sunday in October, and it goes from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's at the Ocala Downtown Market. It is so fun. It's in support of Marion Senior Services and Marion County Animal Services, and It's great. People come with their pets and the pets are dressed up and it's just really neat. Admission is free, so how can you possibly turn that down? There's actually a lot of different events that they have at the Ocala Downtown Market, so you might want to look into their calendar and see, what you would enjoy going to. But how in the world can you say no to a dog costume contest? I mean, you have to see it. It's a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon. Now, if you go over to Mount Dora, they have a massive craft fair in October. It's one weekend only, and it is epic. It's huge. It's my all-time favorite. They've got all sorts of crafts and everything, and it's right there, held on the streets of Mount Dora, which is a beautiful, beautiful area. A lot of hills, so get ready to walk a bit. But there's like 300 to 400 different vendors, and it's really neat. They sell everything from like tchotchkes to fine art. I mean, it's pretty cool. A lot of food, a lot of music, a lot of beer, a lot of wine, cocktails. You get the drift. It's a fun time out. It is very, very busy because there's just a lot of entertainment and stuff going on everywhere. So it's pretty neat. Now, if you're going to visit Mount Dora, you also might want to visit Inverness. There is the Inverness Cooter Festival. I could not make that up if I tried. It's a 3-day event. It's mainly a music festival is what it's kind of turned into. But I actually went to the first annual Cooter Festival, which, by the way, in case you're curious, that is a soft shell turtle that can be found in the lakes and rivers there in Inverness. But despite its very quirky name, the festival is all about having fun, and it's got live music, and it's got food and vendors and arts and crafts, just lots of outdoor activities. It's a blast. I highly recommend that one. I go almost every year. It's great. They do have a costume contest. They have a fishing tournament. They have a carnival. They have turtle races. Of course, Cooter turtle races. Of course, they have to have that. Where else are you going to race a turtle? It's fun. Okay, just try it. Just go. It's really fun, and it's a beautiful area. It's really in this gorgeous park. So just check it out. Just don't judge a book by its name. There's also different expos that they have at the Paddock Mall throughout the year. They've got like health and wellness expos where you can do like health screening and stuff like that. There was recently a massive used book sale that the proceeds went to the animal shelter. There's just a lot of different stuff going on over at the Paddock Mall. So highly recommend checking that out, and check out the World Equestrian Center calendar as well, because there's a lot of stuff that happens over there, such as in November, there is the Food and Wine Festival over at the World Equestrian Center. And that is so fun, and it's so good. And yeah, highly recommend. There's these local chefs that are just phenomenal, and they do these cooking demonstrations and of course tastings, my personal favorite. The first Saturday in November, you absolutely, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., must be at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion for the chili cook-off. I know, a chili cook-off. You're like, oh, everybody just chili. No, this is a chili cook-off that is crazy. There is like 100 different people, booths that everybody's competing. I actually won a trophy, not this last year, but the year before, so I got to try again for that. We finally won a trophy, but we do it every single year. It is so fun. It is a lot of work for us, so get over there and enjoy, okay? But they have like each booth has its own theme, and it's all decorated out. A lot of giveaways, a lot of just mayhem. It's so fun. You will not regret it. You have got to go to that. Okay, first Saturday in November for that one, and it's fairly inexpensive to go to that. They also have TEDx Ocala. If you've ever been to a TED Talk, awesome. If you actually want to go to a TED Talk, they have it here. We've got the 11th annual TEDx Ocala coming up soon. That one is going to be, is it the 11th annual or 12th annual? I think it's the 12th annual. I don't know. I'd have to check. But they have it going on that's normally in November as well. But check TEDx Ocala for details on that one. Now, the third Saturday in November, right around there from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. is basically the kickoff here in Ocala for the holiday season. And it's massive. Like, it is the biggest event. It's down at Downtown Square. and it kind of takes up all of downtown. There is like gobs of food trucks. The entire downtown square is like lit up. It hits the tree at a certain time. And it's a really big thing, and it starts all of the lights and festivities and stuff that Ocala does up until Christmas. So it's like every night of the week you can go up there and something's going on, like somebody live music or whatever, every night of the week. And in mid-December, it gets really crazy because that's when the Ocala parade is. So I cannot stress enough how incredibly huge that is. Like, streets are shut down. The downtown basically just stops, and everybody's like, what's with the oh, it's the downtown parade. People will put their chairs out days in advance and just kind of rope them off and stuff. It's a little intense. It's a little crazy, but just know that's what's going on. Something that else that happens throughout the year is with FAFO. FAFO is Fine Arts for Ocala. And they have events downtown Ocala throughout the year, such as First Friday Art Walk. And they have 30 different artists, and they have, musicians with live music, and the stores stay open later, and the restaurants are just, right there. And there's food trucks. It's just a big, huge event. It's a lot of fun there. I know that there is no way possible for me to share every single event that we have going on in Ocala. It's not even possible because there are so many events all over the county that go on. I basically just picked the ones I've been to and the ones I really enjoy, and I hope that you would enjoy them too. And if I forgot any of them, I apologize. I will try to remember to talk about them in 2026. But there are just so many amazing things to do and so many amazing events to go to. I just wanted to highlight some of them to share if you're in our area at this time of year, or if you already live here in Ocala and you don't know what events to go to or whatever. Hopefully I've highlighted one that sounds really good to you. And if it's that time of year, go enjoy, get out there, visit, see what you can find and what you like. There's just something for everyone. Honestly, there's just something for everyone. So it's really cool, the different things that they have going on all over. So much fun. So hopefully you enjoyed this show. I am going to be back next week, of course, with another interesting show. If you have any show suggestions or questions or anything like that, go ahead and reach out to me on the Facebook or the Instagram or the YouTube. Love hearing from you guys. That's always my favorite. I absolutely love it. So I will be back same time, same place next week. We'll see you then.